Interesting. And when you're flexing, are you doing that for an amount of time and then going back into like a keto adaptation mode for another 8 to 12 weeks?
No, you're not. That's a good question. You're going back into a fat adaptation mode. So let's say you decide to flex once per week. Well, you'll choose like a Saturday or Sunday, whatever day you want. You have a high carb day. You're not going to do much fasting. You're intentionally getting insulin up to make those hormonal conversions. And then you go right back into ketosis for the rest of the week. That's what we want. That's metabolic flexibility and freedom. That's the goal. Not necessarily be in ketosis all the time, but just to have this metabolic flexibility.
Yeah. And I love that metabolic flexibility idea because, basically what you're doing is you're saying, hey, you're going to teach your body how to operate off of this fuel source that it knows how to do. To me, it's like, this might be a terrible comparison, but like a woman who gets pregnant, right? Like for the first time, she's never been pregnant before. Her body has never experienced like these levels of hormones, but somehow like there's this ancient mechanism in a woman's body that knows like when the sperm meets the egg and it's the right time and it makes it all the way into the area. You can tell how much I know about the woman's body. And it goes into the right area. Now we flick it on, this thing that's never happened before in a woman's body, and it just flourishes and makes a person and then gives birth successfully to the person. The same thing I think is true of like you talk about a keto adaptation where your body knows how to do this. Your body did this, millions of years ago. It did it really all up until the last 100 to 150 years. So it's there. You just have to tap into it and make it remember how to do it and keep it doing it for long enough so that when you stop doing it, it continues to be able to do it.
That's right. Yeah, it's a good analogy, actually. Yeah, I agree. We have in this modern society a keto deficiency. We're designed to utilize ketosis. Every single one of our ancestors did keto. That's a fact. Keto is not a fad, it's a fact. Although it's not new, it's just more nuanced. So what I say is that keto technically is not a diet, it's a metabolic process. It's not going away anywhere because as long as humans exist, ketosis will exist. So what we want to do is just tap into it, but have such a metabolic machinery built up that you can go in and out. So for me personally, I would say 80% of the time in general, I am in ketosis and then I give myself 20% to get out. I've done the work to achieve that metabolic flexibility, but in the beginning, you do want to be disciplined and get yourself to that keto adaptation point.